Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Your current president, can say, yeah, if any say, we shouldn't blame me for good. Come on, mommy. You see, at times I meet Sienna, I don't know. Say, presidency, no, of you say, is bona fide property. No, you know, is doing us a favor. What say on mine? Mismanagement, BBS say, and you have to run to the IMF. You say we shouldn't blame you. Mommy, okay, say, World Bank Director, Ekaye, 2019, say, the way the economy is going, BBS say, and we will run to the IMF. So here. Tell me what kind of. He based his statement on the debt level. And that's where we have borrowed over 400 billion. I am 90% to GDP. So near Kayano. And I always say we shouldn't blame you. Who went to borrow the money, mommy? Loans are HBB. Who borrowed the money? Now loans is for mommy. So we should blame who? The past government. Time I would not past government, you know. I'm over here. Well, all I don't so okay about the exchange rate. Say that year, no, we had 13% what the city going down by 30%. Well, okay, when you know, mommy, a buyer, essence say, say at all costs, you have to win the next election. That's the 2020 election, no. A buyer explaining this, to the extent say, candidate be or not in region. I can say, covenant is canon, Yamane be. Mommy, Saudi. We recorded 15.7% deficit, you know. Such a government, you know. Who should we blame? Wasting our resources. What say, Sika? Say, Bibia Bassa. Oh, now, you are saying, sir, we shouldn't blame you, but blame someone else. Who is the one managing the economy? Anywho, mommy. Anywho, who, you know, the HSC election year, no. Anywho. So after recording 15.7% deficit, you know, what do you expect, mommy? What do you expect? You see, what do you expect? The economy will collapse. These are the things, mommy. And I feel so. Currently, no, a buyer who buy and all say, you have free this, free that. There be a slogan, and then you can't even pay the school feeding. You can't pay. The one for the free secondary school, you can't pay, mommy. Next is the allowance 7 months in arrears. Leap, you can't pay. You can't pay. You have to borrow to pay workers. What do we say? First quarter, we have to borrow to pay workers. Oh, and you're telling us we should blame someone else and not you. Who is running the government? First quarter, tax 12.8 billion. They have to pay loan and principal. Loan and principal, no interest, no. 13.9 billion. They have to borrow to pay salaries. And you are here blaming someone that we should blame you. Now, yeah, then you come and compare Niawu to NDC. Say NDC call IMF, no, and because it was a personal problem. I don't know, you can blame the NDC, but you can't blame them. But my mission, time my NDC echo IMF, no. Look at the kind of project I hear Ghana in the health sector. Now you see Legon Medical Center. Now you see Rich. Now you see Baba Hospital. So many across the thousands of cheap compounds in the country. And then echo IMF, no. Show me what they are doing. Show me what they are doing. Then when echo IMF, no. Now you see school are dying. 123 at different levels. 123 at different levels. I hear you 47. Then when echo IMF, no. Show me what you are doing. As at the time, I'm call IMF. Obanswa at the road. 2014, 2015, 2016. Now you see second interchange. Kaswa. Now you're signing Pokwasis Dianuso. Now you're signing railway line from Tema to Mbakadam. You have done all these things. As at the time, Masa. You see, these are the lies. These are the lies. You're signing, mommy. If I'm saying, Obechebi interchange. Now you're signing. It was signed in November 2016. I'm telling you. Mommy, we did all these things. We did all these things. The health sector, no. We have built so many things. Education, so many things. This compound, road, interchange. Who come back? If anything, East Hospital, you see, don't want to see. Time I'm going to call IMF. Show me what they have done. Nothing. You come and waste our time. Move your sika. You form gang mafia just to steal our money, chop our money. They are all true. From mafia at the Flagstaff House, just steal our money, share the money among families and friends. Nepotism. Then you come and tell us, say, we shouldn't blame you for baby. I was say no, but we should blame who? My grandmother. Can you imagine? Oh, mommy, sure. Let me tell you. Say, on my parents say we shouldn't blame him. It's a lesson to Ghanaians. Say, who to aba? Shenia who to mano? Not just anybody. How about with slogans? Our throw. It's a lesson to all of us. Because all mubano intro any slogans. And they share nothing on the ground, nothing. They be a maka, and I may say can be so, mommy. Obinchia minion we see from scratch to finish in any area in our country. Me nothing. Oh, so I don't expect the president to come and tell me say we shouldn't blame him. No, at least find something better to tell us. Share inflation, 32%. You can't say no, it's not me. It's global. Everybody share Ivory Coast, share Burkina, share Togo, and Benin. Are they near the figure now? Yeah, do know. COVID-19 no ever no, but only Ghana. And I say you two bomb Ukraine. It comes to only Ghana. Share inflation. Oh, and then Bloomberg reporting. Say the city has gone down by 43%. Now, Ivory Coast no don't also face the global effect. Burkina even under war. Can you imagine, say, mommy, even Somalia under war, crap, or currency is far better because it is the worst in the world after Sri Lanka. Now, then you'll be defending some of these things. Oh, my last point. I mean, for time, I can't defend you. My last point, mommy, I'm coming back to this banking sector issue. Wow. A year I meet MP before more come about the banking sector. I think say it's either they just support anything again. On say as a man, we run and go and borrow from banks to say HSBC, Deutsche Bank, Lloyd Bank, and so on. Mami. They had similar issues. There are similar issues. In fact, the whole economic meltdown 2006, 7, 8 came from the banking sector. But you see, government upon government stood in.
Where is Penny?
Oh.
They were the two banks in America. Where are they?
Mommy,
you just spoke for me.
Papa.
Oh.
No, it's wrong. No, you don't ask me question.
The two banks.
Let me. No, you don't ask me question. It's mommy. Let me can say. Oh. Why?
Because he did finance. He understands finance.
Mommy, let me kindly say, this country, Ghana, you call HSBC, Ejibosia, Dutch Bank, Lloyd, and so on. Almost the same problem, but our country, no, the president at that time, no, almost see all year. You come and collapse the things, then you turn back and say, it's someone's fault. Now you blame Mahama and the governor. Meanwhile, these banks are who come, what they had the same problems, but their government helped them in building the banks. So baby is out of vindictiveness, sectionalism. They don't care. Once a baby eka party will finish you and bring you down. That's all. And then look at where we are. Unemployment rate, the worst in our history, 13.4%. I mean, say ejumani bi ni ho no sika no didn't say bi ni ho petrol price air cost share inflation exchange rate be say then you still say we shouldn't blame you.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel Allotey and Oten and Kanaya.
Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.